I'm curious to hear a little bit more about the agency that you have right now. So you said, you're helping brands to grow. Is this through like paid media? Is it through content creation? Like what forms do you guys use to help these brands grow?
For sure. So when I started Social Gravity, which is my agency, Instagram was like the hot topic. Like TikTok didn't exist yet at that point, and it was all Instagram, which was a few years ago. So we were really heavy on Instagram, organic content, and kind of using like, follow, unfollow and stuff like that. That was like when that stuff was relevant and it worked. It doesn't work anymore. And it's kind of like frowned upon now. But that's how we got started, and it was working back then. And then we really found that like, Facebook ads, like these things are super cheap. They're really effective. So we got into Facebook ads pretty heavily. And then we moved over into more like web development. So we do a lot of different things regarding content creation, paid media, and web development. And it really just depends on the client. It's been pretty general, like who we work with at this point, but now I'm putting different plans together for starting a brand new agency that's niche specific, because I just feel like in the agency space, you kind of have to be niche specific in order to compete in your niche. If you stay more general, it just becomes kind of like this freelancing thing. And I just want to be more organized in that. So I got some plans in motion to start something new while still having, kind of my general clients that I've worked with them for so long. I don't want to get rid of them. They provide a nice foundation of revenue. So, it's a chill thing right now, but I'm trying to take it to the next level.
I completely understand you on that with like niching down and like almost maybe taking on more clients than what you should in too many different areas. I feel like with that, it leads to pretty difficult, like on the fulfillment side, I'm not going to say we're exactly in that area right now, but sometimes I do feel that a little bit where it's like, okay, yeah, I'll do this for this client. And like, I'll do maybe a little bit of that for this other client. And it just leads to like that fulfillment side being a little bit trickier when you're constantly doing like something different over here, something different for another client. Is that how you feel sometimes with it, with just having like a couple different channels that you guys will do to help your clients?
Well, I think it's not just about the client, but it's about your client's customer. Like the reason why niching down is so powerful, it's not because you understand the difficulties of your client. It's that you understand what appeals to your client's customers. And that's a different layer that you have to learn when you pick up a new client in a new niche that you've never worked with before. Like I've personally never worked with like a gym owner. I've never worked with a gym owner before in my whole career. If I were to pick up a client that's a gym owner, not only do I have to go ahead, understand their problems, understand their desires, what typically they've done in their history, but now I have to understand the psychology of why someone signs up to a gym, why someone keeps going to that gym, why someone tells their friends about that gym, which is different across every industry. So I think that it becomes more complex than people think by working with multiple industries. And it's way deeper of an understanding when you just cut out all the noise and you focus on one specific niche. And something too that I see is that when you decide to niche down and you decide, okay, let's use a gym owner example. I'm only working with gym owners. Now you see the landscape and you see the competition for what it is. But if a gym owner comes to you and you get a referral client, or you get someone that owns a gym or something like that, and you start working with them like that, in your head, you're like, oh, I can pick up gym owner clients. Like I can do that. I've already done that once. But that was just some low hanging fruit. Like when you actually get in the trenches and you niche down, and now you're at war with all these other agencies doing that are serving that niche. Holy, the amount of details that you have to understand is crazy.
So with kind of the next iteration of the agency you're launching, you're going to niche down. Are you going into the crypto space? What's next for you?
So the problem with Web3 marketing right now is that I feel like it's just so it's like the wild, wild west. Yes. Like everyone's relying on like Twitter and then Discord and, do this. But those things weren't around. Like, I mean, they were around, but that combination, that mixture wasn't really a thing a few months ago. And I feel like it's going to evolve way too quickly. I would rather focus on something that's a little more established, and a clearer problem in the market. Like, I would love to create a Web3 agency, but I just feel like maybe it's not the right time for me to do that, if that makes sense.
No, I definitely understand that.